Hi. So we're going to show you how to connect stuff to the car to pull the trailer and hitch everything up. We're going to start by looking down here. This is the hitch, this is the sway control, and this is the brake controller. For now, I'm going to put the sway control to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and install the hitch and the brake controller. So I'm going to take the cotter pin out. Put it in there. Put the pin back in. And the cotter pin. Now the brake controller is just going to plug right in. And there you go. So now I'm backing up the camper close to the hitch receiver so I can know how high I need to lift the front end of the camper. Next step is we're going to make sure that we're safe to pull away from the chocks. We're going to take off the lock and we're going to pull up the stabilizer jacks. And I'm also going to do the one on the other side. Now I'm going to crank up the front of the camper so that I can get the ball underneath the front of the hedge. Before I drop this, I'm going to make sure that this lock is open. All right, we're open. I'm going to drop it onto the ball. Once it's on the ball, I'm going to clamp the lock back down. We're a little misaligned, but it should just kind of fall into place. There we go. All right, now we're on. I'm going to lock it and put the pin in as an extra safety measure. Now I'm going to pull this up as far as it'll go. Oops, wrong way. And then I'm going to take that foot off the bottom. I don't want to travel with that foot on. Now that I have the crank all the way up, I'm going to connect the chains. It's important to cross the chains under the trailer. And my chains are a little long, so I'm actually going to twist them just a little bit to help make them a little bit shorter. The reason we cross them is because that acts as a net. And if the trailer does become disconnected, it catches it. So now that we have the chains on, this is your emergency brake pull. This needs to be connected to the vehicle, not to the chain you just connected. So it can be connected to the same place, but notice that it's separate from the chain. Lastly, we're going to connect the electrical cord. This just goes right into the brake controller. And there you go. The sway bar is what's going to prevent the trailer from swaying while you're towing it. It connects to the ball there and the ball on the hitch. First thing we're going to do is take the cotter pins out. And we're going to connect this side here. This has tension on it. I need to release the tension by turning this. Now I can pull this freely. Put that on the ball, lock it in place. And what's going to prevent this from swaying is to put that tension back on it. So basically we're clamping this metal beam. Decent and snug, not really, really tight. Now I'm going to pull forward just a tiny bit to take some of the pressure off of the chocks that are holding the wheels in place, so I can remove those for travel.